Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Cancer energy. And since it's not a personal reading and specific just to you that might be watching, we're going to look at the different ways people can tap into their Cancer energy. And we've all got free will. People can use their Cancer emotional water sign energy to be loving and kind and self-disciplined and encouraging and patient, because they do have trust and hope in the energy of love. And there's other people that don't trust the energy of love and kind of lack some hope and faith in their life. And when they're in relationships, they could be a little more emotionally manipulative in order to get what they want, because they operate more from pride or ego or fear or insecurity or selfishness and greed. Don't want to put in the work and effort to be loving, but they'll use their emotions and their intuition in relationships to kind of manipulate people to get things to go their way. And the bottom of the deck is Six of Pentacles, which talks about, exchanging resources with people. Again, some people can be a little shadowy because they want other people to give to them. They want people to share their resources with them. For some people, it could be they want them to share money with them. For other people, the resources could be, I want you to share and give me your hugs and kisses. But let's see what we got here. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. Four of Wands, a home, a relationship, a marriage, a foundation. Ten of Pentacles, a foundation, the world, stability, security, a traditional way of always having done things, and the Page of Pentacles. So there could be someone who's very loving and nurturing in a home, in a foundation that is very stable and abundant, and that person is willing to learn and grow and start fresh, start new, face the future, willing to be a student of life, willing to have balance within themselves. You could look at the two aspects down here also as like your heart and your mind. We can't just live from our mind and do what's always was practical and logical without listening to our heart and our emotions and our wishes and our dreams. It can be about finding balance, giving our time, energy, effort, and resources to putting in focus and energy on our 3D world, because we all live in the 3D world. We all want some stability and security and all those good things in life. But we also give time, energy, effort, and resources to our dreams, our imagination, our hopes, our wishes. It's kind of like both sides of our free will. We can't just focus on our fear, our insecurities, our selfishness, our greed. That tips us out of balance. We also have to give time, energy, and effort and resources to focus on treating ourselves in a loving, kind, compassionate, just, fair, respectful, honoring way so that we maintain balance in our life. We can't ignore one aspect of ourself at the expense of another. There might be a Scorpio within a foundation with an aspect of themselves. So this is like the emotional side. This is like the 3D side. And that emotional aspect within themselves, which I see this particularly as Scorpio energy, which is like our deepest emotional side. Their deepest emotional side within themselves is trying, to balance themselves out with their worldly nature. Their worldly nature could be very focused on doing things the way we've always done it. Our image, our status, our reputation, money, stability, security. Maybe some people previously emotionally, we're more focused on the past and more emotionally attached to the past. But their sense of stability and security is wanting there to be more equal give and take. We can't just be focused on our emotional connection to the past. We need to move forward. We also need to take into account our stability and our security. And if we get too caught up in being focused in our emotions on the past, that's going to impact our future. So I would say for those people, hopefully they're learning to have more give and take. And hopefully in Aquarius energy, they're starting to see things from the bigger picture. And maybe before they were unwilling to, in Aries energy, take a leap of faith and trust the universe and move forward in their life. But hopefully now they'd be willing to trust the universe and kind of take some stable, abundant, nurturing action in their life to learn the lessons they were meant to learn from the past. Instead of being so emotionally focused on the past and being defensive to moving forward in their life, it's kind of like their aspect of being practical and grounded in the world wants them to learn their lessons so that they can move forward in the energy of love, that they're being offered love. But if they keep being so focused on the past and turning their back on loving, the Four of Wands talks about coming together with people in joy and celebration, where there could be a lot of stability and long-term stability and abundance. This card talks about generational relationships. And if those people that they could be in relationships with are very stable and grounded, nurturing and loving, willing to learn and grow and expand, but part of them emotionally has been unwilling to do that, they're kind of having this conversation within themselves saying, if we want to move forward in love, we've got to learn some lessons. We have to be willing to go with the flow of the universe. We have to be, instead of trying to swim upstream or hold on to a branch in the stream of life saying we refuse to budge, it just causes pain and heartbreak, stress and anxiety. We want to go with the flow. Maybe there's parts of them that would like to be a marriage partner to someone. But if they're still so emotionally focused on the past and unwilling to move forward, they're never going to be able to be an emotional partner to themselves. They're never going to be able to grow themselves to their full potential in their own sense of stability and groundedness. You can't stay focused on the past and expect to mature. We need to be willing to detach from old foundational ways of being and be willing to separate ourselves from the past foundations and be willing to move forward in our life. Even though that can maybe be scary, we might have to go through a period of feeling left out in the cold. It might trigger up some emotions of regret that we'll have to deal with. But if we believe that we can give birth to a new life, that we don't have to just be focused on the past, that we can move forward, the Empress energy, male or female, it talks about emotionally wanting to give birth to a new life, a new way of perceiving ourselves and what's possible in the world. wanting to take creative, inspired action forward to see our dreams come into reality. Being focused on the past, our dreams can't come into reality from the past because it's the past, it's over. We have to move forward in hope and faith and belief. We have to be willing to dream again, to see the truth, that we're meant to take the truth and move forward. And the truth is, we've all grown and thrived and matured in the energy of love and compassion and forgiveness and respect and self-discipline. To be in the energy of love is a free will choice, and we have that free will choice every day. That is where emotional wish fulfillment comes from. So, someone, if it wasn't their own emotional aspect focused on the past, there could have been a Scorpio or a mother figure that a foundation was dealing with. And could have been a very stable foundation, could have been a long-term foundation. Like I said, it could be a mother or a mother figure. But this person and their foundation want to move forward. There might be someone that they would like to have a reciprocal relationship with, maybe someone who they view as being very generous. The Six of Pentacles talks about feeling like you have more than enough to give to others. Maybe they want to work with someone who's very grounded, stable, practical, generous, giving. And maybe they've found that this former person or a person or this own aspect of themselves that was previously unwilling to move forward, or this person in their life who kind of turned their back maybe to this foundation that they were in, previously wanted this foundation to offer their resources to them and to be emotionally cold to moving forward, to taking a leap of faith and moving forward in their life. It's like, no, I want you to exchange resources with me. I don't want you to take a leap of faith. And if there's other people that you're in a relationship or a marriage with, and they want to move forward and learn and grow and expand, I want you to exchange resources with me and have your sword up to those people. Maybe I want you to have your sword up to being a partner to that person that you might even presently be in a relationship or a marriage with. I want the foundation that I had with you to be the foundation that exchanges with me and be defensive to being that anyone else's partner. I don't want you to learn your lessons. I don't want you to move forward. I don't want you to move forward in the energy of love, to move forward, to grow and learn and expand. Maybe because this person feared that they'd be left out in the cold. And again, this could be their own deep Scorpio emotions, could be afraid that if they move forward in life, that they'll be left out in the cold one day. And or this can represent someone else in their life from their past who's afraid that if this person moves forward in a loving relationship and takes a leap of faith and keeps moving forward in love, that this other person in their life will get left behind. And they'd have to deal with that regret if this person gives birth to a new life and takes creative, inspired action forward towards their dreams. Because maybe this former person in their life, or a person they had a foundation with at one time, isn't willing to do those things. They're not willing to learn and grow. They're not willing to trust the universe and take a leap of faith. And it is interesting how sometimes what occurs within us, our own fears, our insecurities, if this person at a deep emotional level is fearful of moving forward in their life because they're afraid that they will be left, and they'll be left in regret if they have hope and faith and trust. Amazingly, there's always people outside of us who represent that same viewpoint. And those people are somewhere in our foundation. In our families, our original family foundation, in our work foundation. And those people will maybe try to appeal to us because that fear and insecurity nature is out there in the world. You're always going to find people who agree with you, whatever side you align with. Sometimes with love and hope and faith, it's kind of harder to find those people, maybe. But we can definitely find people in the world who align with our shadow side, because we've all got that fear and that insecurity and self-limiting beliefs. So this person, some people listen to this person, and they're doing it right now. Their own deep emotions and maybe people in their life, again, maybe somebody that they have a mutual loving relationship with, someone maybe from their original foundation, possibly a Scorpio, possibly a mother figure, is right now trying to tell them to turn your back on a relationship or a marriage that's very stable and abundant, that is offering to learn and grow and expand and would like to have balance and exchange resources with you. And that person is telling them, because our own way of being will be mirrored back to us out in the world for us to see if we're going to listen to it or not. Are we going to listen to our own fears and insecurities and self-limiting beliefs that are kind of being parroted out there in the world, in movies, books, friendships, relationships? And they say, no, be emotionally cold. Those people are fools. They have this idea that we can just follow our wishes and our hopes and our dreams. You shouldn't do that. Be defensive to that. Maybe instead be practical and grounded about the 3D world instead. And instead of taking a leap of faith in believing that you can nurture yourself to your full potential, which would require you to learn some lessons and move forward in the energy of love. Love, that's not practical. That's not stable. You're not going to have stability and security if you do that. Instead, make a decision based on your stability and security and take a leap of faith to be emotionally cold to these people who want you to move forward in the energy of love. Because if you move forward in the energy of love, and, in the future, things could change and you could be left out in the cold. Maybe you'll only have 5 pentacles instead of 10 of pentacles. Maybe you won't have the stability and abundance that you want in life. Maybe that person will walk away from you and you'll be left in regret. Maybe that person that you're going to get in a relationship with, they'll give birth to a new life and they'll take creative, inspired action away from you to go see their own dreams come into reality. You instead should close out this relationship because someone else is offering you a new relationship. And right now you maybe don't have the stability and security you'd like to have. And, you're dealing with some regret, but, go be in a relationship with someone who's already surrounded by luxury in life. Don't make it about love. Be practical. It's about stability and security. Go get in a relationship with that person and you can move forward to have your dreams come into reality with them. We don't have to build our life on love and hope and faith and belief. Be practical, be grounded. Get in a relationship with someone who is already surrounded by luxuries in life. Go get in a relationship with them. So that's where we're at in Cancer energy. You positive Cancer energy are with you and your relationships and your partners or your family. Those people who are aligned in the energy of love are being creative and inspired within themselves and within their relationships and in their marriages to move in a creative, inspired way from their heart, their mind, their creativity, their 3D world, to have stability and abundance that is willing, and a foundation that is willing to be a student of life, willing to grow and learn and expand, to keep moving forward, to have equal give and take, to have balance in their life. And yeah, we're going to be not taking foolish risks to kind of repeat patterns of the past. It's like, no. We have hope and faith and belief in Aquarius energy. We take time to emotionally see things in the bigger picture, to make decisions that are best for everyone involved, having hope and faith and belief. We're not going to take foolish risks. We're going to trust the universe, and we are going to be people who grow ourselves to our full potential. We invest our time, energy, and effort to mature and grow ourselves and those people that we are in a foundation with. And part of that means we keep learning our lessons as we go, and we are willing to always keep moving forward in the energy of love, because it's only from the energy of love. Love is the truth. That's how we've always grown and matured in our life. And we're willing to change, to go with the flow, to keep detaching from any foundations that try to restrict us, confine us, limit us, control us. To keep moving forward. And as we go, there might be some relationships that fall to the wayside and don't work out. But we want to keep giving birth to new life, being creative, inspired, just, fair, balanced, committed, dedicated, loyal. To keep moving forward in the energy of love, taking creative, inspired action. To see our dreams come into reality. And sadly, there's some people right now who maybe because of a lack of hope and faith and belief. Aries energy is about being emotionally brave and confident, willing to start new cycles in your life, willing to close out old chapters of your life, willing to bring down old foundational ways of thinking, believing, and perceiving about yourself so you can move forward in your life. Sadly, there's going to be some people who their way of operating within their foundation is maybe it's more about them maintaining the way they've always kind of functioned in the world. Maybe getting in relationships with people who are very loving, but sadly, those people, if this represents the other person, they're all about, I don't know, worldliness or doing things the way they've always done it, very, very grounded, very all about the 3D world. And that type of foundation that is about doing things the way we've always done it, not taking creative, inspired action, not taking risks. It's all about maybe stability, security, or image, or status, or wealth. Those type of people are going to make an offer maybe to someone that they feel they can exchange resources with, where they don't have to take a leap of faith. You know, maybe they're going to try to find people that will just have more of a transactional relationship. Well, I give you this and you give me that. Their foundation maybe has money to offer. So maybe they'll offer money, stability, and security in exchange for someone to mother them, emotionally nurture them. But this person maybe isn't very nurturing. You know, they might be emotionally cold to anybody who wants them to take a leap of faith. It's like, nope, we're going to do things the way we've always done it. I don't step outside of the box. I don't see things from the bigger picture. I am going to make decisions that are best for me. So if you want to be a partner to me, you better leap towards me and my way of thinking, and not plan to expect me to learn any lessons and move forward in my life or move forward in the energy of love. You know, I'm all about stability, security, image, status, wealth, doing things the way I've always done it. And yeah, if you want to come take a leap of faith towards me, this person might not be very loving. You might have to really enable them, you know, their stubbornness, their pride, their ego, their image. You're not going to get a mutually loving relationship back. But if you want to be in a foundation or a relationship with someone who is willing to exchange some resources with you of their resources, and you provide them with love or nurturing or emotional nurturing, they'll exchange resources with you, but only up to a point. Only up until you want them to take a leap of faith and be willing to learn lessons in their life. It's like, no, I'm a King of Pentacles. I got stability. I've got security, male or female, and I'm good. I don't need to do anything more. Okay, we're at 28 minutes. Tell us about this Ten of Pentacles Foundation. Heartbreak. Maybe this person is all represented by the Ten of Pentacles because, you know, they haven't become independent of the world, whatever foundation they grew up in. They're completely enmeshed within that foundation, or enmeshed within worldliness, image, status, reputation, money, materialism. They might operate from a foundation of heartbreak, because why wouldn't we be willing to learn and grow and expand? Because we have fear. We've been hurt before. We don't want to do that. Again, this person was a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can be somebody, you know, is somebody who's been hurt and betrayed before. So they're defensive to taking risks, to taking a leap of faith. They might be someone who's more of a player. Knight of Wands is somebody who can be a player energy. They just go take sexual action towards people. Not committed, not loyal, immature. Maybe their Scorpio nature is immature. They emotionally think that relationships are about stability, security, and, you know, offering people some resources so that those people will exchange resources back with them, and that can be hugs and kisses. And I'll take sexual action towards you in order to get some exchange of resources, but I might be emotionally cold. Tell us about this person's Scorpio nature, or this Scorpio in their life, or this mother figure in their life, or the mother figure they're going towards. Yeah. They want them to put an end to positive Taurus Hierophant energy, to backstab and betray a relationship or a marriage where people are loyal, committed, hardworking, where people are willing to learn and grow and expand their consciousness and their perception of themselves and the world. Instead, they might decide, yeah, the way they operate in the world, the Hierophant is like our overarching perception of ourself in the world, and kind of like the government structure of rules and regulations within our own head. And the way they operate in life is, I will end relationships or marriages if those people want me to see the truth about my own mental conflict, about the fact that I might have an energy of wanting to win at all costs. I can be emotionally cold and calculating. I will be defensive to you if you want me to take a risk to grow to my full potential. I don't know, maybe this person really sits in their emotions. Maybe because in the past they were backstabbed and betrayed. But their way of viewing the world is that we don't move forward. We do not come together with people in joy and celebration, where we get balance between our heart and mind to fight for the things that we're passionate about, in positive Sagittarius energy, where we educate ourselves about different belief systems and philosophies of life so that we can expand our perception and our viewpoint on life and how we see ourselves, and expand our consciousness of what we believe is possible in the world. No, we don't do that. We just make an offer to exchange resources with people. Okay, well, let's skip to... I got some archetype cards. The people in positive Cancer energy are students of life. You have a humility and a devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning, and your advice is to surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. And for those in kind of a shadowy Cancer energy, they are the shadow aspect of the monk nun. They have a negative judgment of the physical world, but they may claim to have excess piety, like they're so loving, so upstanding, so giving, and whatever. So they kind of present themselves as an emotionally loving person, but they actually backstab being loyal, committed, dedicated, hardworking. Choosing to act with character and honor and integrity in relationships. Unwilling to move forward. Unwilling to see the truth. Sadly, they operate from a foundation of feeling that life is about pain and heartbreak, and that's the foundation they operate from. And they maybe, because of that, haven't matured very much, and or maybe still have the mentality of a young 20-year-old, They got hurt before, and they're unwilling to learn and grow and expand. And their advice would be to surrender to spirit, surrender their ego, and surrender to the magic of who they are. And the difference kind of between these two aspects of being is, are you willing to be a pioneer in your life? Do you have a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before? Or some people have a compulsive need to keep moving on, like here, this person maybe won't honor commitments and relationships. They choose to make mind over heart decisions based on whatever emotion they're feeling at the time. They'll backstab commitments and relationships. The fire energy of the Knight of Wands, can be our strong emotions. It can be our wants, our dreams, our selfishness, our greed. Whatever drives this person is what they take action on. They make mind over heart decisions, not making decisions that are best for everyone involved. And a need to surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Some people could have been betrayed in a relationship or a marriage. They are very loving and nurturing, and they're moving forward in their life. They're taking creative, inspired action within their own home, their own state of being. And they're trying to heal their foundation because they're maybe involved with this person who is kind of reckless and immature. And they may be wanting to take action towards someone in their past who had backstabbed and betrayed them in a relationship. So you positive people are moving forward to find balance within yourself. You're going to be defensive to those people in your life who took a foolish risk. They thought it was worth the risk to go get in a relationship with someone in their past who maybe had backstabbed and betrayed them. But now they could have gotten backstabbed and betrayed again. And now some of those people are heartbroken, want to take impulsive, reckless action and approach you. And you're like, no. Before you took a risk to quit moving forward with me and being a partner, to being loving and nurturing to the people you'd already invested in. When you're in a relationship, and a King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles is the only married suit of the deck. You're supposed to be willing to grow yourself to your full potential, and you invest your time, energy, and effort to grow everything you invest into its fullest potential. And this person decided, no, I'm going to take a risk to move away from that. I'm going to be emotionally cold because I want to go exchange resources with someone else. And you might tell this person, I've learned my lessons from you. You showed me who you are. You showed me your character, your integrity. You showed me that based on your maybe emotions, you're willing to backstab relationships and commitments. Maybe because we had wanted you to move forward in life. We had wanted your foundation to educate yourself, to heal from past pain and heartbreak, to be willing to learn and grow and expand. And instead of doing that, you chose to write yourself out of the life story that we had going, trying to create a little heaven on earth. And you decided to be emotionally cold, to not see things from the bigger picture, to be unwilling to step outside the box, and decided to make a decision that was best for yourself. So, since the heaven on earth thing didn't work out and kind of put us through hell, pain and heartbreak, I've kind of learned my lessons, and I wish you peace, but you're maybe going to have to go try to write another story with someone else, because you wrote yourself out of our story. And I'm moving forward in the energy of love to go with the flow and detach from this foundation that caused me pain and heartbreak and regret. And I'm going to give birth to a new life, taking creative, inspired action forward to see my dreams come into reality. Oh, I didn't tell you, the last thing we have is your calendar quote. So before the reading, I flipped it over and you got, we can't direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. You know, we have no control when we get in relationships with people. You know, if the universe knew this person wasn't willing to move forward with you, this person had some life lessons to learn, and the universe knew you were ready to move forward. And if anybody's coming back into your life, they might be coming into your life now because they know if you keep moving forward, you are going to close out this chapter and you are going to maybe meet someone who is very stable and abundant that you'll move forward with. And, you know, if you and your partner could have went through this and it's just other people in your life that you're going to keep moving forward and they want to stop you before that happens. And it's like, oh no, let's stay here, okay? Don't keep doing that. Stop right here and let's exchange resources and we can go back to the way things were, okay? Because they probably still don't want to learn their lessons. So there you go, Cancer energies. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.